McQuaid. Well,
Herbie's
not a.
he's got,
He's not play-by-play.
Well, sure.
I play only. Not color comments, please. We are not.
No, yeah.
Okay, I don't even want to get into that. Everybody that does it, we are big fans of. Okay, except for some people that aren't fans of, whoever. But Michael Jordan last night, was that a big deal for you as a diehard Jordan guy to be able to see him just do something with the common game, with the live game?
It was good to see him, but I was with Ty. I thought he was going to be on the desk. I thought he was going to be like you said, like he was going to be Gretzky,
Fools.
give some analyst.
Yeah.
But I will say, when you think of NBC basketball, all I hear is Alan Parsons' project. 6'6" from the University of North Carolina.
Yeah. All right, and that's the moment.
Agar.
They showed the intros last night, too.
Yeah.
Michael! Yeah, they were.
Let's watch it. I haven't really seen it. But, I mean, I don't know if I was deceived by this. I think that the NBA has missed NBC. I think NBC did a good job with the NBA back when I was a kid. TNT used to be a little bit better. I think it's not terrible, but
it's amazing. You never really know when you're in the prime of your career how much time you really do not have for family. That's what I have time to do now. I mean, the most valuable asset I have is time. Right. So that's probably why you don't see enough of me, because that time I'm trying to spend with family members and things that I've been missing out on for such a long time.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place.
You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right?
I don't. Wait,
It's a
seriously,
reason.
the last time you picked up a basketball and shot it?
I was at the Ryder Cup,
Yeah.
and I rented a house from the owner.
Sure.
He came over to do pictures. He had grandkids. And I was meet and greet, thank him for allowing me to stay in the house. And he had a basketball court. He says, I want you to shoot one free throw. I said, really? And I already paid for the house. It's not like he got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, it's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago.
Right.
So their expectation is 30 years.
isn't that something? Isn't that something, man? A guy that has been called the greatest player ever, in any sport for a long time. I mean, that's a level of humility to some degree. That's like a level of gravity. He understands the weight of expectation that he has accumulated over the last 25, 30 years, that he is actually nervous that a child, he's probably thinking about, if you put yourself in his shoes, he's probably thinking like, these kids, their dads probably showed them Space Jam, and they probably showed him highlights, and everybody talks about me, and it's always been LeBron versus Michael or Kobe versus Michael, and who's better than Michael Jordan, and nobody's better than Michael Jordan, and everyone's talking about Michael Jordan, and 25 years of sports talk about Michael Jordan, and then, if he misses, he missed a free throw, so who cares? He's still, he's just an old man now. Like, that's probably what he's thinking. And for us, we're thinking, he probably doesn't have it. He never thinks about it. This guy is like a multi-billionaire. He has owned a team before. He owns all types of sports league. He's done motorcycle racing. He's played professional baseball. He's done so much more. In human eyes, right? Like, not in God's eyes, but like in human eyes, than a lot of people, but he still thinks himself, because that just shows you the lowliness of who we are as humans. Really, it's just like we all have those insecurities and those thoughts, no matter who we are, no matter how much we've accomplished. There's always like, well, I hope people think well of me and stuff like that. And even Michael Jordan himself has that. It's pretty crazy.
And I haven't touched the basketball.
I hope you swished it.
Absolutely. I got the most gratifying of that my
Yeah,
whole week.
that felt good, huh?
Is that I was able to please that kid,
That's funny.
not knowing if I could.
So you let us bring a camera or two to your place here to talk to you about basketball. Why do you want to share what you're thinking about basketball now?
It's pay it forward. You know, I have an obligation to the game of basketball, not financially. I'm okay. I mean, I think
Yeah,
more or less
okay.
from as a basketball player is to be able to pass on messages of success and dedication to the game of basketball.
Still love it?
Love it like you wouldn't believe.
To me, and this might be a crackpot theory for some people, but I think that Michael Jordan, on some level, is relieved that LeBron is on his way out. Because LeBron, if you're thinking about it from Michael Jordan's standpoint, you don't want to always be in the spotlight while they're comparing people to you. And I think the game has moved far enough away from Michael Jordan now in his time. Nobody will compare themselves to Michael Jordan unless they have a very similar game style, like maybe Anthony Edwards for a little bit. But then, until people get, there's nobody even close. There's nobody in this era now that is close to his 6-0. And there's no one that will probably be close anytime soon. So it is the perfect time to make a media career. You are the solidified, undisputed, greatest of all time to most people's standards, I would say. I think that there are some people that would argue LeBron has done more in the game, like played more games, accumulated more stats, been relevant longer, been more healthy, put up, has some people would argue a better game, more team-friendly game style. Some people would argue that. I think that, you need that killer, you need that slasher. I think it's really important, and I think that LeBron's never really been that guy, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Magic Johnson was not, he was clutch, and LeBron's clutch sometimes, but he was never that guy who's just like, all right, I'm going to take 8 shots in a row and make it happen. And he's never been that guy, and we've seen MJ do it, we've seen Kobe do it, we've seen Luka do it, we've seen a bunch of young guys do it, but it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it's about accumulating the success that Jordan has, and very few people are in that conversation, and LeBron is the last person that is in that conversation. So now the spotlight, LeBron's concrete, or his pavement rather, is dry. It's dry now.
I mean, in all honesty, I wish I could take a magic pill,
Solid.
put on shorts, and go out and play the game of basketball today, because that's who I am. That's that type of competition, that type of competitiveness is what I live for, and I miss it. I miss that aspect of playing the game of basketball, being able to challenge myself against what people see as great basketball. But it's better for me to be sitting here talking to you as opposed to popping my Achilles. And
I think it's funny that even now he's still is thinking about, a lot of people are just, that's the good old times. The reason why Inside the NBA works is because these guys are all solidified champions, or except for Charles Barkley, but he's still a really great player. And the reason why that show works so well is because it's just banter, right? It makes headlines because people are bored and they want something to click on, but at the end of the day, it's just a really good banter show. And I don't think MJ is a banter type of guy, and that's why this is the format that he chose to talk about. He doesn't want to do play-by-play like Tom Brady does. He doesn't want to do a banter show. He still wants to compete with people. He still has that competitive drive. That's why so many people really liked Michael Jordan, and why they cared about him so much, and why they cared about Kobe, why they cared about a lot of players. They have that competitive drive, and whenever there's nothing competitive about banter. It's a game of tiddlywinks, and just playing mild back and forth with each other, and MJ isn't even interested in that. He's focused on, he loves the sport of it. He loves the sport. He's a true gamesman.
I'm in a wheelchair for a while.
But it's nice to be able to share the things that can still make the game great going forward from your perspective.
Yeah, I think one of the things why I did this is, as professional athletes, we have an obligation to pay it forward. That's part of what this is all about. Is to pass it, pay it forward.
I also don't think that MJ is necessarily that comfortable in this format. Not because he's not a smart guy or anything. He's very smart, obviously, but it's more because he probably doesn't want to say the wrong thing, and get misconstrued. LeBron doesn't seem to care. LeBron says all types of dumb stuff all the time, and he probably doesn't want to look like LeBron, look dumb like LeBron. But and LeBron is a great guy, but it's all things considered, he's actually a great person. He just says weird stuff all the time. So they had this
Michael Jordan thing. They've been playing up a lot. They called it like degrees of excellence or insights in excellence, and it basically just turned out to be an interview with Mike Tirico that they probably filmed for 2 hours and they're just going to cut segments out of. I can't think of a single thing that happened during the halftime thing. And I realized it doesn't really matter what he says. His insights, his observations, his thoughts about the league. It just doesn't matter because anything he says, I'm captivated. He told some story about he rented a house and there was a basketball court. I don't even know what happened. And I was nodding yeah, oh, this is great, Michael Jordan. I think the next one he's going to come back and just be yeah, I went to dinner last night. I ordered a steak. I got it medium rare. I had 2 glasses of Pinot Noir, and then I paid the check. That was insights of excellence from Michael Jordan. And that was great.
That was great. Can I have more of this? That's so true. That's all it takes for me. All right, what is Michael Jordan saying? Oh, wow, okay. All right. He's he's like a great philosopher now to all sports fans. He's yes. Whatever Michael Jordan says is the sports version of a gospel or something. It's so funny. Yeah, I mean it's interesting. That's why The Last Dance was such a great documentary, because it was such a fascinating time for basketball, and he's a fascinating person in general. So